This is the Diana De Rosa interview with Equus Television Worldwide correspondent Diana De Rosa. Join Diana as she traverses the globe, bringing you the latest information from equestrian newsmakers, newsbreakers, athletes, and luminaries from across the global equestrian spectrum. The Diana De Rosa interview starts now.
I am speaking with Birgit Rosenberg, who lives in Aachen, Germany, and she's the sports director of the FEI World Championships Aachen 2026, which takes place August 11th through the 23rd. And Birgit, I have to say I'm so excited for this last and final conversation where you will give us some updates. So whatever you want to share, I'm ready to listen.
Well, yes, Diana, now of course we are exactly a week ahead of the start of the FEI World Championships. We will have the first horses arriving on this Saturday. So for us, we are really now in the middle of all the preparations. We have seen the definite entries, which brings us an incredibly high number of athletes. So we have more than 800 athletes from 67 nations coming to Aachen with their horses, a very international field with all the top riders coming. So, of course, excitement is high, and now it's up to us to make it happen.
Absolutely. I mean, I know that there's going to be a number of rings and some crossover. Is that ever going to be a problem for those of us that are trying to cover everything?
Well, in general, we try to adapt the timetable as good as possible to not have medal decisions at least happening at the same time. Of course, there will be competitions running parallel in 3 stadiums, but the big medal decisions, we tried in the best possible way to have them separated a bit. It's not always possible, but I think it should be possible to get a grasp of all the disciplines while you are here.
What are you expecting as far as the audience?
Well, there are many days that are already sold out, other days where we still have tickets, but we are expecting huge crowds and a very international crowd, which I think is great to see that many people also from abroad are traveling to Aachen. So it's always difficult to say exact, but we are expecting around 500,000 people to come over the next 14 days to Aachen to visit Aachen and the event.
How do you and your team stay sort of relaxed in all of this, being under all of this pressure?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think you have the good thing of our team is we have a lot of experience in our team as we do the show every year. But we only have just a few colleagues left from the 2006 team. So of course we are the old gray and wise people to talk to the younger ones. But I think it's really a great mood within the team. Everybody is very excited, nervous, of course, but I think we communicate a lot with each other to see where some colleagues might have some headaches and try to solve it in the best possible way in advance to not have too many surprises and during the 2 weeks.
In each of the different disciplines, there's somebody that takes care or is responsible for that discipline.
Yeah.
Can you kind of share some of those names?
Yes, of course. So we have a so-called discipline manager for the 6 disciplines. These are mostly people from within our core team. So for dressage, we have Jana Kuhn. She's our dressage manager. For jumping, we have Paulina Costa from our team. For eventing and driving, because this is very much connected because of the outdoor disciplines, that's Lea Hornbacher. And then for paradressage, it's Nina Strang. And vaulting is Kerstin Klopphaus, who probably is familiar also to some people in the US, as he also did many other championships abroad. And was involved in trying. So they have a lot of experience gathered in the last shows in the last years. And of course, I have a lot of responsibility in the next weeks.
And have you taken a walk of the cross-country course?
Yes, every day at the moment. It's we must say we didn't have rain since I think 3 months in Aachen, really. So it's a hard job to water the track every day. We have a lot of water tanks out there to keep the going nice and green and soft. And especially out there in the cross country, every day it changes so much now that decoration comes in, that fences get finished. So it's really important to be there, to be out there a lot to see the development happening.
How many different countries will be represented?
We will have athletes from 67 nations competing, which is, I think, a great number, yeah.
And as far as media, do you know how many media will be attending?
Yes, we have more than 600 accredited journalists from all over the world, a lot of TV broadcast stations being present in Aachen. So, yeah, and I think that's also very important for an event to be well transported into the world and to be reported to. And so that's also very, very important to see those numbers, yes.
And what are they going to see when they arrive? And what's the place where they work, either whether they're watching the event or when they're just downloading things? And what about
Yeah.
lockers and things of that sort?
Yeah, I mean, we have a big press conference center with a big working room for the journalists where they have, of course, a lot of technology available. Wi-Fi, I think, is very important to be able to work. And so for accredited journalists, they have a working space there to write and to work. There is a press conference room where we'll hold all the press conferences. There's a kind of a lounge area for the journalists, a reception area where they get some coffee and drinks and have the chance to exchange with other people. And because we have so many accredited journalists, one additional room, which is used especially for the photographers with lockers to be able to put the cameras there. And then in all the three stadiums, of course, there is reserved areas for the press and certain press areas dedicated to the accredited journalists.
And you mentioned press conferences. Are there press conferences after every class, or how does that work?
No, there will be press conferences mainly after every medal decision. We have 59 medals to give. So there is nearly, apart from the first days, but after then we have nearly every day a medal decision. So normally it's after every medal decision in each of the disciplines.
All right, Birgit, you have already shared a lot of good information. I want to know if there are any other updates. Can you give us some names of people and dig just a little bit deeper into everything we just talked about?
Yes, maybe we start with the entries. Of course, now we really know exactly who is coming, and we have really a lot of athletes competing. Like we have 155 jumpers, 92 dressage riders and eventers coming. And if you go through the list, it is a real world championship, so you see all the big names there, but of course it is also very much broader. So many countries are coming. So there are also the lesser experienced nations are there. Like in jumping, we will have 31 teams competing, which is, I think, a huge number and a challenge here and there, I must say. No, but if you look at the names, of course, it's always a pair and a rider and a horse, and here and there. And now, in advance of the World Championship, we saw that one or two riders can't come because the horse is maybe not fit, and I mean that's the most important to come with a fit horse. But apart from that, I think all the top riders of the world, reigning world champions, Henrik von Eckermann, for example, in jumping is coming, and no, we look forward to super sport, I think.
All right. And what about some of those lesser known countries that usually don't make it to these things? Do you have a few names that you can share with us?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a long list. It's from India, Uzbekistan, Syria, Croatia, Greece, European countries, Far Eastern countries. So it's a wide spread.
I am so happy to see that because I like to see those other countries get that chance, you know. All right, so people are there. They're there to watch the competition. Talk about what else is going to be happening and what they shouldn't miss.
Well, I think the wonderful thing about Aachen is that the city of Aachen itself is really crazy about the horse sport and is very well prepared to receive the guests. And so they will, or in the city of Aachen, we will see a lot of things to do. So they are at a beautiful spot before the cathedral and in front of the historical city hall. There will be 2 stages with concerts every night. Every night there will be a world championship show with a medalist from our showgrounds going into the city to meet and to greet the people. So there is public viewing in the city. All the restaurant cafes have outdoor places to sit. We're expecting really nice weather. A lot of museums have beautiful exhibitions. We have an exhibition about the championship history of the place Aachen. It's a beautiful exhibition where you can see all the winning rides of the former champions like Hans-Günther Winkler in 56 or Gail Greener 84. So there's a lot to do apart from watching the sport. And I think it's really worth going into the city during this time.
Fabulous. Well, if they are on the grounds and they're hungry, what are some of those options?
Also very mixed. I think we have a broad offer from a sausage or a French fry to a more restaurant style, higher level food. So I think what we always feel is it's important to have something for everybody. There are people coming that don't want to spend a lot of money on the venue and just have maybe a Coke and a sausage. That's totally fine. And there are other people that spend the whole day. They want to see a restaurant, want to have a 3-course dinner and a glass of champagne. Okay, that's also fine. But I think we really want to be there for everybody. And I think the offer we have on the venue is very broad. And in the exhibition area is a lot of stands with pasta, pizza, sausage, crepe, sushi. I think it's a wide variety. You don't have to walk far. It's all very close here at the venue.
Well, I'm already excited about that. I'm going to try some of that food. And how about the vendor area? How many vendors are there there?
The vendors, we are sold out. So the whole area we have a lot of vendors, around 300 vendors on the venue. Also there, wide.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please let us know. Email Diana at equestelevision.net. Join Diana every week for another interview with the people who help shape your equestrian experience.
I think it's a nice mix.
Right here on the Equus Radio Network.
At any event are the sponsors and who is supporting you. So why don't you share some of those people?
Yes. So we have mainly 8 world partners, 8 big partners for the event, which is, you want to hear them all?
You can share as many as you want.
No. Well, it's Allianz, which is an insurance company, a big German insurance company. We have Turkish Airlines, we have Mercedes-Benz, we have Longines, we have Lindt, we have Sparkasse, which is a German bank, we have Lamberts, and we have DHL. So that's 8 big players, and we have also many local supporters and many other companies being involved. And as you say, I mean, this is very important to be able to run these competitions, and we can't thank our partners and sponsors enough to support us and to help to make this possible.
Okay, so you have just a few more days left. What are some of the things you're going to be doing last minute?
Trying to get as much sleep as possible because after that you will have nothing. No, as I said, now it's really a lot of fine-tuning, being out on the venue a lot, because every day now it changes a lot of things coming on the venue. And of course, it's full focus now on receiving the horses on Saturday and preparing the stables well. The betting now comes in, and that's basically what the team is up to in every different area. Of course, accreditation, they're already printing all the passes. Ticketing has already moved from our main building to the ticket tent at the main entrance. So it's a lot of action at the moment to be well prepared. hopefully.
Oh, well, we definitely need to make sure, and me too, try to get some sleep because we know what it's like when we start this, but it's so exciting. So I want to thank you very much for chatting with me. Is there anything you would like to end this with?
Oh, it was a pleasure to have this little series, I would say, of interviews with you. So thank you for covering the event so well. And it was always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you.
I agree. It's been wonderful. And I so appreciate you giving of your time to let our audience know all about this wonderful event.
A pleasure.
And I am Diana De Rosa reporting for the Equus Radio Podcast Network.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please let us know. Email Diana at equustelevision.net. Join Diana every week for another interview with the people who help shape your equestrian experience, right here on the Equus Radio Network.